Everyone, tonight I thought we'd make a different kind of pizza, aubergine pizza. I've been sort of thinking about this thing of, I really love pizzas, but what are ways of, gluten-free pizza, or, even ways of not having it so carby. So, what we have today are some aubergines. And I've got some ingredients here for the pizza. So I've got my mozzarella that I'll be putting on the pizza, some basil, rosemary and thyme, and so I use this brand called Jumbo, and I like it because I like putting it on like aubergine or courgettes or any sort of vegetable, because it just gives it that extra taste. And then I don't use any salt. And I've got my mozzarella, and and then I've got here some chopped tomatoes and some ketchup and some chili flakes. And let's get started. So guys, the first thing I do is to prepare my tray. And what I do is I just anoint the tray with some olive oil and then put the chicken stock cubes there. I'm gonna do it quite generously because aubergines have they really don't have much taste, so you really need to help them along. So generously slice it up. And that's the stock cubes and the thyme, the basil. Also put my chili flakes in there. Okay. Now that's done. Our next step is to take our aubergine and cut it up. And what you want to do is you want to cut quite thick, because you don't want it, because if you cut it too thin, the aubergine will sort of wilt. So you want quite thick pieces. So I have a medium-sized aubergine, and I think that will give me 5 slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so cut them quite thickly, and then we're going to place them on the tray. And I give them a little rub like that. And then what happens is, so now this is done, this is ready, this is going to go in the oven for about, to cook on one side for about, these are going to go in the oven now for about 10 minutes. They'll cook for 10 minutes on each side. Then I'll sort of put the mozzarella and the tomato on it, and then they'll cook for another 10 minutes. All in all, about half an hour. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. In the meantime, we'll get making our tomato paste. The tomato sauce, all you really need is to open up a can, put some, and I'm using a mug just because I think it's really easy. And so in here I've got about 3/4 filled with tomatoes. I'm not putting any salt or any spice to it because I think we spiced the aubergines enough, and I want the natural sweetness of the tomatoes to come out. But to really accentuate that sweetness, what I'm going to do, and this may shock a lot of people, I'm going to add some ketchup to it. So this is wild. Just going to add some ketchup. And I think what that does is it makes it much thicker. It makes it much sweeter, and I think it really just gives a nice sweet and savory, a nice sweetness to the savoriness of the aubergine and the cheesiness of it, and it all really balances out really, really well. So that's really all you need to do. You can use, what do they call them? You can use a tomato paste if you wanted to use that. You can use this on its own. You can use, beefy tomatoes. You can use normal tomatoes just sliced up and put on the aubergine. You could try it that way. But I like this way the most just because, it's easy, it's already chopped up, and adding a little bit of ketchup just makes it a little bit more sweeter. So we'll put this to one side, and we'll wait for the aubergines. The oven, and I'm flipping them now. And this is what they look like after about 10 minutes on 240. So just flipping it. Cheese. Alright. And then just a dollop of tomato. Alright. Stick this in the oven now and see y'all in 10 minutes. Can you have your face to the camera? No, turn this way. You're so cringe. Okay, so guys, we're done with this. And this is what our aubergine pizzas look like. And I have a little taster. Okay, sugar, open up. Have some. God. Because it's aubergine. Is it good? Oh my god, the guy's not going to stop. That's what you're carrying on.
It's alright. Are you still recording?
Okay, pan to me. Alright then guys, thank you very much and see you next week. Bye.